Yo, what's up traders? I hope everybody's doing well today. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I have had a heck of a day. I'm going through some personal stuff that I'm having to sort through, and it's just been a lot. So I'm gonna dive into these charts real quick. I'm gonna go over everything that was happening this morning and what was going on. So let's start from the top down here, and I'm gonna kind of just give you guys a little thought. You know, we're at all-time highs here. I ended up hopping on sorry, I got some stuff there, makes it kind of hard to see, but you can see we're obviously very bullish and headed up, and I just didn't think that we were going to come down today. I didn't think that was the move. So when we dial down into the 4 hour, kind of do the same thing. We're still trending up. This trend line did get broke, but it came back up, retested, and then held. Come down to the hourly, we're still doing the same thing. We could have technically, I guess, came over here and busted out a little something. I don't freaking know. I don't even know if that's necessary, honestly, at this point. We're bullish with a little bit of consolidation. This morning when we kind of came down, tested VWAP, I just kind of had a feeling that we were going up. And I'll be real with you, I was initially looking for a move to the downside. I was going to kind of try to catch this right here. Probably could have made something like up here. I was thinking, let's come back down. And then we'll short from here down, you know, maybe to this little liquidity area, which obviously I kind of stopped and pulled myself out of that mentality with what was going on. And it's because we're bullish, and I'm trying to okay, we're in a bullish market. We're in a bullish uptrend. I don't need to freaking be looking to short right now. I just don't think reversals are the best for me. I think I do better when I follow a trend pattern. And this is still a little bit choppy. So let me go ahead and dive in what I thought. I'm gonna do it on the 1 minute because it's gonna make way more sense. And I did record it. It's like an hour-and-a-half trade. And let me just get in kind of to what I was thinking. So this morning, this trade right here, I was thinking we were coming down, testing VWAP, kind of rejecting, had this break of structure, and then kind of rebounded right here, like with a little double tap. I wanted to take this trade. I didn't have the stones to pull the trigger. I didn't pull it, and I watched it just climb without me and was like, all right, let me look for another move potentially. We had news right here at 10 o'clock, and I saw it spike. I saw it spike hard, volatility right into this inverse fair value gap, this bullish inverse fair value gap. I tried to get in right here. I tried to hop in because I didn't have a limit order put in. And maybe that's unwise, but I just thought with this huge spike in movement and coming down here after we were coming down, and we immediately rejected and just engulfed, not huge, but we engulfed right there slightly. At least my thought process is thinking that, and where we're coming. So I was trying to hit this trade right here, but it filled me up here. It filled me all the way up here. I ended up coming down to so you can see this right here was the trade that I wanted to hit here. And this is I just literally was gonna have my stop right underneath the inverse fair value gap. And if it just came down any farther, I was gonna take a loss. That would have been a super sweet trade. We would have been holding it until about 11:14, 11:15, 11:30, somewhere in that area, something along those lines. And that would have been a nice trade right there as well. And I don't know how I would have done here holding, but this is the trade that I did take. Now, real quick, watch my big old forehead. I'm gonna go ahead and move so you can see. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, because transparency, this is my psychological journal. This is a place for me to journal and go back and review my trades. I'm just opening it up to the world to critique and see, or maybe, I don't know, whatever, dude. I'm just putting this here for me and to share my journey and to create content. And I just enjoyed being a content creator and trading a lot. So what I did was not the best in my opinion, but after I got filled here, I came down here and I almost got stopped out. And there was a moment where I was like, dude, just close the trade and take, the $100 hit or whatever. I did actually, for what was risked, this is a 1-to-1 that I did pull off, but I'm gonna be honest and transparent with you guys. I was in the car. I have to go and do some paperwork, and I have a lot of things that are going on behind the doors, and I just was hopping in the car. I got a lot of elevated cortisol and stress levels, so when I saw it come up here and it dumped back down here, and I'm like getting into my car going to drive, and I'm like, dude, are we really about to, like, you know, kind of come down, dump? And obviously we're still respecting, but I'm getting in the car at this point. My day is starting. I'm no longer able to sit at the charts. I've already almost been stopped out. So I took the green today, man. I took the trade and I just accepted for what it was. So your average holding time, 61 minutes. Patience is getting better. It's difficult. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It is difficult. This is not the easiest. Psychologically, this isn't the best trade at all. Here's my stats and here's what we're looking like so far. You know, it's nothing crazy. We're up 42 bucks for the week, and I'm trying to just be disciplined. Here's the trades. You can see my entry, my exit, what I have going on here. If you want to pause and just kind of look around, you know, you can see my little curvy curve here, my balance, and I'm just really focused on trying to do my best and understand the market and reading market movement and market structure and think about what the big dogs are doing. Now, I want to back off here a little bit and show you, had I trusted
order filled
my gut and my instinct and just walked away and just closed it and let it do what it's going to do and accepted my fate regardless, you know, we would have smacked, and we would have smacked pretty good. And I'm going to draw that up to a 1 to 2, because if you come over here, well, if I bring you over here, you can see where I was targeting. I did get a late AF entry, and that's right here. I was trying to get down here. It would have been a way different trade. And you can see right here, I have this. It's kind of darker. This is my 1 to 1. This is my 1 to 2. So when we got close-ish to the 1 to 1, you know, I took it. Now, if you want to get technical, I was risking, you know, that's why I'm being transparent with you here. But if you go and you look at the 5 minute right here, we went to it. But dude, like perfectly. And my idea was, I say perfectly because my idea was, let's target this previous liquidity over here and just come up short a little bit. It was my idea, and at all-time highs and stuff. So yeah, man, that's where we were at for the day, and that's what's going on. And yeah, man, like I tried to catch this. I got a super late entry, and I kind of like, I struggled. Imagine this morning me being in the trades, and you're gonna see me. I'm gonna try to slow it down so I can play by play how this was working out, because I'm not just drawing these up here. I know a lot of them I'm speeding through so you can see it fast tracked, but I'm gonna try to slow this down a little bit and make this video at least long enough to where you can see what exactly I was going on, because I was battling here a little bit with myself. I was dancing. I saw this happen. I've been staring at these charts for so long that when you start seeing certain movement happen, it's just kind of like your intuition kicks in, and that can be dangerous because I'm trying to follow a system, and I'm also looking like, you know, like change of character is here. We have a break, but look at this freaking consolidation, and we're back and forth here. So this is something that I'm really trying to dial in and learn, and not be too hard on myself. I was really proud that I switched my bias to only looking for longs. But dude, this change of character came down. That's what convinced me when we had this inverse fair value gap, that if we rejected this hard, I thought the move was up for the day. And I thought we were gonna go hit that liquidity, and we did. I really wish, hindsight 2020, that I was able to follow that, but you know, this is a lot to sit through when you're learning and when you're trying to create a strategy, and you've almost gotten tapped out. Like I almost got stopped out here, and that was kind of, I was like, dang bro, it's really gonna go down here. But if it did, then it breaks, you know, it starts, maybe not break structure originally, but it breaks where I want to be at in structure, because I don't really want to come down here and come too far under VWAP. I'm really trying to learn how I'm utilizing these, but not overuse. Now, one thing that I did learn in this trade today is MES. It's easy for me to get in with one contract and risk $70 to make 140. It's not always easy to hit that target. That's quite a bit of movement I'm learning. A lot of people will scale in, risk more. I'm not there yet. I'm not ready to do that. I don't have enough capital to invest in this. I kind of have what I have. I'm on a monthly subscription with Top Step, and I'm gonna learn my system. I can scale up when those things dial in. When I got in to MNQ this morning, I didn't realize I was going to have to consume both of my trades and use my risk settings for the day, because I lock my risk settings the day before so I can't be emotional the next trading day. That's something that I do. 6 o'clock p.m. my alarm goes off on my phone, I grab it, and we lock the risk settings. The next day I wake up, I can't defeat myself. I can only lose what I'm willing to risk, which is $140 in a day to make $280 maximum. And if I get close to that target or that objective, then that's what it is. So today, I already have my nerves shot because I'm sitting here risking on one trade double what I usually do that I'm comfortable with, which is that $70. And I don't have the points and the ticks and all that locked in on what that is and stuff like that. I'm using dollar references because I'm switching around from, I was on micro gold and that was easy tick for tick. And then the MES and MNQ, I'm sure it's similar to some degree, but it just gets a little bit confusing for me. So for the lack of confusing myself and confusing other people until I have that dialed in, I'm just not there yet as a trader, and we'll get there. But this is my journaling system. This is how I am journaling and kind of what's going on. So I don't journal, I don't write things down. I'm not good at that. I just come here and do this, and I'm actually going to make a video about that, I think, and just discuss my journaling method and why I think it's beneficial and whatnot. So another thing to pay attention to here is we did sweep the previous day high, and then we just kind of stalled out here, and we're kind of just figuring out what to do. So I wouldn't be surprised in the after hours if we come down a little bit and retrace some of this, but that's for the market to decide, not me. These are the moves that I was looking at today. Like I said, this one really wanted to take, didn't have the stones. I didn't like, there's no confirmation here for me. Like change of character, come up here, it wouldn't have filled me. I wouldn't have gotten a fill because I look for that halfway. I don't look for a tap into the fair value gap. And maybe that's something I need to pay attention to. These higher up ones, you know, maybe a half fill, I look there. And then when I come down here, maybe I need to be looking for a tap, set my stop loss down here. My stop loss is more important than my entry right now. You know what I mean? And this right here, the second trade that I wanted to get into, had I had a limit order, would have been great. But like I said, it's 10 o'clock news. So this is just news whiplash. Come down here, swipe everybody out, get knocked out if you're trailing up here, and then continue on. But then we also come down, I'm in the trade, late entry. I'm like, all right, well, I still believe we're going up. I'm not sure we're going down. We haven't broken this structure yet. And if we come down here and we break it under this liquidity sweep right here, this little news liquidity sweep right here, I saw that and I said, if we go down past that, then we'll go down and I'll be okay and I'll accept that hit. So that's my thought process. Those are the trades for today. Let me know how you guys did and what's going on, if you remember this trading day or you traded today or whatever, you know, and then we can have some conversations, or if there's anything that you think, you know, I could do better that would help here. I'd love to hear your feedback and your input. I haven't really used the CCI too much, a commodity index. I'm trying to kind of pay attention and learn. I'm not putting too much into that. I'm just kind of using it as confluence, not an execution or an entry confluence, but more so like right here, you can see when we came down and this little pattern, we're kind of coming up. So if you see that we're kind of overextended down here, the negative 230s, anything under 200 has my attention of like, okay, we're pretty stretched out. Usually when you see 200 on the plus or minus, pretty stretched out. I try not to pay attention to the 100s too much or in between that, but when you get up into the 200s, it's kind of like, okay, bro, I wouldn't expect us to keep going down. Not that we can't, but I don't think too much from what I've seen analyzing that has happened so much. So you can see we crossed over and we had a nice little curve up where we came up, but I would have had to held through all this and everything that I have going on today on my personal. I would have been checking this chart nonstop, and I really needed to be focused. I needed to be locked in for what was going on with my day because it's just taking a lot of my brain power. And yeah, I wanted to get here, record this. I love this stuff. I love making content. I know that my channel has taken a little bit of a different direction, but I'm still going to be uploading like my personal day in the life or just chilling, whatever I'm inspired by, even if that's just me being goofy. And then I'm also going to be doing some tech review videos probably once every week. I've got some uploading for the rest of the month, and then I've got a couple more other things that I need to get to reviewing. But daily uploads and uploading every day, it's consuming. It takes a lot of energy. Sometimes I'm editing anywhere from like 2 to 4 hours, and I'm learning, hey, yesterday I edited an extra 2.5 hours just because my screen kept turning off on me in the middle of it having a 5-minute timer. So I ended up cutting it out of there, but you can see that my screen's not going to do that anymore. So today I just recorded an 1.5 hours when I was monitoring the trade literally in my car. It's not really something that I want to do or something that I want to encourage people to do. I did have it kind of set off to the side, and when I saw that we were up above that $100 range, I was really looking for like I was looking to at least be when I was negative. So I was negative around 110 to 125 roughly in there. So I think so. I wanted to at least be close to that, so I knew that I was at least making what I was risking, even if my stop loss wasn't there. That's just kind of how my head space is and where I'm at right now. So the video is about 15-16 minutes long. I don't want to take too much of your time, but I would really appreciate your input. And if you like this kind of content, man, think about smashing the like and subscribe. And if you don't want to subscribe, man, just maybe think about liking it. It helps kind of push it out to more traders, and I'm trying to find my people. And I'm not a guru. I'm not a guy who's going to tell you how to trade. I'm just a guy who's going to share his experience and what I'm thinking and what I'm learning. And I'm starting to execute on my own and really trust myself. Even watching some of the homie streams and stuff like that, I'll hop on and I'll watch, and I really appreciate the value and the input and learning. But I'm also at a point in my trading journey to where I'm trying to do myself and learn a lot myself too. So yeah, let's take this back down to about actually what it was. And even this, like right here, my stop was more like that. So let's not be too crazy, man. Let's not beat ourselves up or analyze too much, you know what I'm saying? I hope you guys are doing well. I hope that life is grand, and if it's not, and you need a homie or you need somebody to kind of help uplift you or anything like that, man, drop a line. I would love to chat with you. I get really excited when people connect with me on here, even if it's just being like, dude, you're a goofball, man, what the heck? Or, hey man, that table is way too small for that squirrel. If you know, you know, man. All right, much love. Appreciate you guys. Ciao.